Welcome back to Take 30 News. I'm Will Partfitt, and here with me today we have political analyst Pranaav Jadhav. Pranav, as we all know, the primaries were just held in the state of Mississippi.
Correct.
And could you tell us a little bit why Donald Trump was so successful?
Sure, Will. If you see his success, it's overall. There are about 82 counties in the state of Mississippi, and he won about 75 out of them, which is considered a landslide in political arena. If you see some of the counties that Ted Cruz won and Donald Trump lost, it was in like very small pockets. Ted Cruz won this county, Octobaha County, with about 39% of vote share. He won some of the northern counties, Lee, DeSoto, Tate, Pontotoc, Noxubee, and one southern county, the Stone County. But overall, Donald Trump secured 49% of the vote share, which is very huge with 4 candidates. And I think he tapped into the fear of Mississippians. He said Christianity is chipping away. He said it will be not politically correct if you don't advertise Merry Christmas during Christmas time. So these were some of the issues that are very close to Mississippians, and I think he knew that and he spoke about them, and that's the key to his success.
Right. Not that we're anti-Trump here at all at Take 30 News,
Correct.
But is there a way to slow him down or maybe even stop him?
Yes, I don't think we can stop him from the nomination, but I think there is a way to stop him from getting to the White House, and that's what the Republican establishment has been talking about. What you do, Will, is let him get the nomination, as he said that if he doesn't get the nomination, there will be riots. Now, I don't completely agree with him, but I tend to agree, because if someone has the popular vote, he should get the nomination, and give him the nomination. And what you can do as the establishment is throw in a candidate, someone like a moderate Republican, maybe a John Kasich. What Trump does is he takes all the safe red states. Hillary Clinton, who will likely be the Democratic candidate, takes all the blue states. And John Kasich plays like someone who will damage the election, someone like who takes all the swing states, some of the swing states, and no one reaches the magical number of 272. Then what happens is in the US there is a system that it doesn't go to re-election. There isn't a re-election. It goes to the Republican-controlled Congress who decides the who decides who will be the next president. And I think then the establishment will have a say.
Right. Now, to change subjects just a little bit.
Correct.
There's been talk about placing a temporary ban on non-U.S. born Muslims in the United States. And there are a lot of supporters that are saying, yeah, this should be done, this is smart. Why do you think there's so many supporters?
You know, the country I come from, Will, it is a very irrelevant detail. A person's religion is very irrelevant detail. I think as long as you identify yourself as being an Indian, I think that's all that matters. But coming to your point, I think that it's Donald Trump's policy, and to Donald Trump, his campaign and his supporters, I just have a few questions. Okay, that may be a public policy that you may want to implement, like banning all Muslims. But how are you going to implement that policy? How are you going to execute that policy? Tell me the logistical facts that are necessary to implement such a policy. Are you going to expand Homeland Security? Are you going to have Homeland Security people at airports testing people's religion? How are you going to conduct those tests? Is this ban only on stereotypical Muslims that are brown and have beard? What about Muslims who are African American? What about Muslims that are white? Are we going to isolate our greatest allies, like Saudi Arabia? India has the second largest Muslim population in the world. Are we going to ban Muslims from countries like India, which are also our allies? What about the Kurdish fighters who are fighting ISIS for us in Syria and Iraq? I think we will end up isolating a lot of the world community. And this is a great invitation for ISIS and ISIS recruit members to really invite other people to join ISIS, saying that look at the United States. The president is isolating the entire Muslim community.
Well, thank you so much, Pranav, for being with us today. We really appreciate it. And coming up next on Take 30 News, we will be discussing the reconstruction of a famous ship that sank nearly a century ago. Thank you for watching.